Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today our topic is subject of the formula. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Our first question in this row is question 17 that appeared in 2017. The paper was 1 and the variant was also 1. It says A is equal to 4 pi r square. We have to make r the subject of this formula. So how can we do that? We need to isolate this r in this formula. 4 pi is multiplying with r square. When it moves, it will divide like this. A over 4 pi is equal to r square. Now we can see that there is a square on r. We do not need this square. So in order to eliminate this square, we take square root. And if you see cube, then take the cube root to get rid of 3. Similarly, if you have the power 4, then take 4th root on both sides to finish this 4. Okay, and so on. Here we have 2. So I'm going to take square root on both sides. A over 4 pi is equal square root of r square. Now the value of square root, that is 1 over 2, cancels by 2. The remaining is r. So square root of a over 4 pi is our answer. But we need to flip this because we start reading from left to right. So our subject should be on the left side. Now flip it. R is equal to square root of a over 4 pi. This is our final answer. You can write it down here. A over 4 pi. Now moving towards our next question, question 15 that appeared in 2017 again. The question paper was 2 and the variant was 2 again. Make q the subject of the formula p is equal to 2q square. Again we have to isolate this q. So 2 is multiplying with q. When it moves, it will divide like this. P over 2 is equal to q square. We have to show all of our working because this question relating to paper 2, and in paper 2 is non-calculator paper. So we are not allowed to use calculator, and we have to show all of our working. Now we want to get rid of this 2. So how can we do that? We have to take the square root on both sides like this. P over 2 square root. Make sure the square root is completely covered the p over 2 thing. Okay, and here this one, p over 2 with square root remains the same, and here we can get rid of this square. Now flip it. Q is equal to, this is our final answer, square root p over 2. Square root p over 2. Next question is question 4. Again appeared in 2017. Paper was 2 and the variant was 3. Make a the subject of the formula. We can see a is here. So how can we do that? First of all, the terms that are adding or subtracting with our subject, we have to move them. And second of all, if there is any division or multiplication, then go for that. So here we have y. When we move this y like this one, x minus y is equal to, the remaining thing is square root of a. Now we want to get rid of this square root. In order to do that, we have to take square on both sides. Similarly, if you see cube root, then what should you do? Take cube on both sides and so on. So I'm going to take square on both sides, x minus y whole square and square root of a whole square. The value of square root is 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 and 2 can cancel each other. The rest is only a. X minus y whole square remains the same. Now flip it. We will have our answer. A is equal to x minus y whole square. This is our answer, x minus y whole square. The next question is question 11. Appeared in 2018. Paper was 2, the variant was 3. It says a is equal to 2 pi plus y into x square. Rearrange the formula to make x the subject. We want to make x the subject of the formula. See, 2 pi plus y is multiplying by our subject, that is x square. So move this thing first. When it moves, it will divide. A 2 pi plus y like this is equal to x square. Again, we want to finish this too. And how can we do that? Take square root on both sides. Square root a over 2 pi plus y. And again, make sure the square root covers all the objects. And here, x square. Square root a over 2 pi plus y is equal to x. Now flip it. And we have our answer. Square root a over 2 pi plus y. This is it. A over 2 pi plus y. Moving towards the next question, and that is question number 4, part E. Make P the subject of this formula. We can see our P is here, 7P minus 3 equals H. First of all, we have to move this minus 3. We cannot move this 7. I told you, if you have addition or subtraction thing, then move it first to the other side. After that, you have to go for division and then multiplication. This is the rule. So H, when minus 3 moves, it will be converted into plus 3 and 7P remains the same. Now we want to isolate this P. 7 is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide H plus 3 like this. Is equal P. Now flip it. P is equal to H plus 3 over 7. This is our answer. H plus 3 over 7. Now next question is question 5 that appeared in 2018. The paper was 4 and the variant was 1. It says rearrange the formula to make x the subject. We can see x more than 1. Here we have 2x in the numerator and in the denominator. What is the criteria to solve such problem or to make x the subject of the formula? How can we do that? We have to join the variable. Here we have the variable x. How can we join them? First of all, move this x to the other side. It will multiply by k. Kx is equal to 2m minus x. Now we have separate terms. We can join them. How? Collect x terms. Here we have kx. On the other side, that is this side, we have minus x. So move this x. It will be plus x is equal to 2m. Now take common. Common is x. K plus 1 is equal to 2m. So we have joined our terms like this. Now k plus 1 is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide 2m over k plus 1. So this is the answer, 2m over k plus 1. Keep it in mind, if you have more than one variable which you want to make the subject, so you have to make sure that there are separate terms like this one, and then collect them and take common, and after that your required answer. Now the next thing is question 14 that appeared in 2019. Question paper was 1 and the variant was 3. It says rearrange 2 into w plus h is equal to p to make W the subject. Here we have W, we want to make the subject of the formula, and what is it? W. How can we do that? We can see 2 is multiplying with W and H. So first of all, you have to multiply. You cannot move H. Okay, this is the thing. You can move 2. 2 is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide. There are two things you can do that. First, you can multiply 2 to W and H, and then the further process. And the second thing is first move 2 and then, okay, go for the two methods. Okay, let's get started. Multiplying, the first method, M1. I'm going to multiply 2 into W plus 2 into H is equal to P. Now 2W remains the same. It will be P minus 2H. Now W is equal to P minus 2H over 2. This is the first method. The second method, M2. Move this 2 to the other side. W plus H is equal to P over 2. Now we have W is equal to, move this H, now P over 2 minus H. So both are correct. P over 2 minus H, and the other thing is P minus 2H over 2. See, we have more than one method to solve such problem. It's up to you which method you choose. Now, the next question is question 19, that again appeared in 2019. The paper was 2 and the variant was 2. Rearrange this formula to make M the subject. So this question is similar to this one. So make sure you know what to do. We have M, 2 M's here in the numerator and in the denominator. First of all, move this denominator M to the other side. It will be Pm is equal K plus M. Now we have separate terms. We can collect our M terms. It would be Pm minus M is equal K. And taking common, what is common? M. The rest will be P minus 1 is equal K. And M is equal to K over P minus 1, because the whole thing, the bracket thing, is multiplying by M. When it moves, it will divide. The answer to this one is K over P minus 1. This is our M value. So next question is question 9, part D, that appeared again 2019. Question paper was 3 and the variant was 1. Make R the subject of this formula. You can see R here, and there are one term that is subtracting from 3R. So first of all, we have to move this 5, that is minus 5. When it moves, it will add. P plus 5 is equal 3R. Now 3 is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide. P plus 5 over 3 is equal to R. The last thing is flip it. R is equal to P plus 5 over 3. Answer to this one is P plus 5 over 3. Okay, our next question is question 7, that appeared in again 2019. The question paper was 4 and the variant was 1. Question is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Our question is this: rearrange the formula to write A in terms of U, T and S. But how can we do that? The first part, you just need to put the values of T, U and A to get the value of S. Okay, let's get started. So S is equal to U. What is U? U is 104.3 into T. The value of T is 26.5 plus half into A minus 2.2 into T. T is 26.5 whole square. So this is a decimal multiplication. How can we do that? I told you in my previous videos, but now let's do it again. We have 104.3, just skip the decimal, and the next thing is 26.5. again, just skip the decimal, just write simple numbers like this: 1043 and 265. Now multiply this: 5 3 times 15, 1 carry, and 5 4 times 20 and 1, that is equal to 1 and 2 carry. 5 0 times 0 and then 2, add 2 to remain same. 5 1 times 5. Simple multiplication, you already know how to multiply. Now multiply 6 to every digits. 6 3 times 18, so 8 1 carry, and 6 4 times 24 and 1 25, so 5 and 2 carry. 5 0 times 0 and 2, that remains 2. 5 1 times 5. Okay, and again multiply 2 to every digit. 2 3 times 6, 2 4 times 8, 2 0 times 0, 2 1 times 2, like this. Now add them. 5 remains the same. 8 plus 1 9. Now 6 5 11, 11 to 13, so 3 1 carry. 8 and 2 10, 10 and 6 16, so 6 1 carry, and 5 plus 1, that is equal to 6, and 2, sorry, we have here we have 6 1 time 6, so here is the error. 6 1 times 6, so 6 1, and that is equal to 7. Just this is equal to 6 1, and that is equal to 7, and 2 remains same. Now we have this term. So where should we put the decimal? Just read the digits after the decimal, that is the right hand digit. This one 1 and this one 2. Simple is that how many digits after are on the right side of the decimal. In this number we have only one digit, that is 3, and in this number we have again one digit, so 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. So we have to place the decimal after 2 digits starting from the right. So 1 1 2, and here we have to put it here. So this is our answer. The answer to these two number multiplication is 2763.95. okay, now next thing is, this is the decimal point. So next thing is 2 1 time and 2 how many time? 2 1 time and 2 1 time. Decimal remains the same. Now we have to multiply 26.5 2 times. So you can do it. So do it like this, you will get the answer. So this thing remains the same, plus into minus 1.1 into, when you multiply like this one, you will get 702.25. again you have to multiply 702, just remove the decimal for the while and multiply by 11. okay, so 2763.95 plus into minus, that is equal to minus, and the next thing is you have to multiply this one. The answer to this one is 772.475. so you have to write it here, 772.475. now you have to subtract these two numbers, you will get the answer in the negative form. Because this number is greater, no, we will get the answer in positive form, because our this number is greater. This is 2763, this is 772 point something. okay, let's do the subtraction. Here we have 2763.95 and 772 point. First of all, place the decimal and the digits after the decimal. 475, here is 4 7 and 5, and these numbers, these digits 772, so 772. Now we are going to subtract these numbers. Here we do not have anything, so place 0 and carry 1. Here we have 4 and it will become 10. 10 minus 5, that would be 5. And again carry 1 from here. Here we have 8, that would become 14. 14 minus 7, that is equal to 7. And 8 minus 4, that would be 4. Decimal remains the same. Here 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1. 6 is less than 7, so carry 1. Here we have 6 and it become 16. 16 minus 7, that would be 9. Again carry 1. Here we have 1. 16, it would become 16 again, and 16 minus 7, that is 9, and 1 remains the same. So here we have the answer 1991.475. This is our final answer, 1991.475. And it says give your answer in standard form correct to 4 significant figure. Okay, this is it. So this is not our answer. We have to convert it into standard form. In my previous videos, I have showed how to convert this number into standard form. Here we have the decimal. First place this decimal after first non-zero digit. Our pivot is 1, so we have to put this decimal after this one. So I'm gonna do that. 1.991 into 10 raised to power. Our decimal is moving from right to left, so the power is positive. How many digits we crossed? 1 2 3, that would be 3. So 1.991 into 10 raised to power 3 is our final answer, because we need 4 significant figures. Here is 1 2 3 and 4 significant figures. We do not read this 10 raised to power, so this is 1.991 into 10 raised to power 3, our final answer. The next thing is we have to arrange this formula. S is equal to ut plus half at square. I'm going to write it again. S is equal ut plus half at square in terms of u, t and s. We have to write a in terms of u, t and s. Okay, we are going to solve this, or making a subject of this a. We can see our a is here, and this term, again we have 2 terms here on the right hand side. First of all, we have to move this ut term to the other side. It would be s minus ut. The rest will be half at square. Okay, so what will we have to do next? Move this 2 to the other side. That would be 2 into s minus ut is equal to at square. And what next? T square is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide. So 2 into s minus ut divided by t square is equal to a. Now flip it. A is equal to 2 into s minus ut over t square. This is our answer to this question, 2 into s minus ut over t square. That's it. Okay, our next question is question 19 that appeared in 2020. The question paper was 2, the variant was also 2. It says make y the subject of the formula. Here we have h square is equal x square plus 2y square. We can see we have 2 terms with our variable, that is this term and this term. First of all, we have to move this term x square to the other side. That would be h square minus x square is equal to 2y square. Again we have to move this 2. So h square minus x square divided by 2 is equal to y square. We want to get rid of this 2. What should we do? We have to take square root on both sides like this. H square minus x square over 2 is equal to square root of y square. After that, it would be h square minus x square over 2 is equal to y. Now flip it. So that would be y is equal to square root h square minus x square over 2. This is our final answer. So h square minus x square over. Moving towards our next question, that is question 15, appeared in 2021. The paper was 2 and the variant was 1. It says make h the subject of the formula, where we have 2m h is equal g into 1 minus h. We can see we have 2h here on the left side and the other on the right hand side. And what is the procedure to solve this problem here? We have to make sure our terms are separate. In this case, our terms are not separate. So 2mh is equal to multiply g to every term inside the bracket. G into 1, that would be g, and g into h, it would be gh. Now we have separate terms. Collect the like terms. Like terms mean the h terms. Because we want to make h the subject of the formula, so we have to collect h terms. Moving this term, it would be 2mh plus gh is equal to g. Now take common h. The rest will be 2m plus g is equal g. Now 2m plus g is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide. So g over 2m plus g is our final answer. G over 2m plus g. That is our final answer. Next question is question 4, part D, that appeared in 21 again. The paper was 3, variant was also 3. It says t is equal to 8d minus 3. Make d the subject of the formula. And here we can see there is another term with our d term, that is minus 3. First of all, you have to move this term. I told you that you have to move plus minus term. That is, a term is adding or subtracting to our main term. And after that, the division thing, and the last would be the multiplication. So t plus 3 is equal to 8t. After that, 8 is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide. So t plus 3 over 8 is equal to d. Now flip it. d is equal to t plus 3 over 8. This is our d, the subject of the formula, t plus 3 over 8. Now next question is 2. Question 2, that appeared in again 21. The paper was 4, the variant was 3. It says y is equal to px square plus t. In part A, you have to find y when p is equal to 3, x is equal to 2, t is equal to minus 3. After that, you have to rearrange the formula to write x in terms of p, t, and y. We are going to solve this problem here. So y is equal to p is 3. We are going to put the value. The value of p is 3 and value of x is 2. So 2 and whole square plus t is minus 13. So minus 13. 2 square is equal to 4 plus minus 13. 4 3 times 12 plus into minus, that is minus. So 12 minus 13, that is equal to minus 1. This is our answer. In part 2, rearrange the formula to write x in terms of. So our subject of the formula is x square. No, it's the x only. We have here x square. So first of all, we are going to move this t to the other side. That would be y minus t is equal to px square. Now p will move. Y minus t over p is equal to square. We can see there is a square on it. We have to finish this square. And how can we do that? Of course, we are going to take the square root on both sides. Y minus t over p, that would be x. Okay, if you want to write it x square and then square root, it's up to you. Answer to this one is x is equal to y minus t over p. This is our final answer. Y minus t over p. Moving towards our next and the last question, of this topic, that is question 8 that appeared in 2022. The variant was 1 and the paper was 2. Question 8 says s is equal to half at square. Work out the value of s when a equal to 0.9 and t is equal to 4. So s is equal half, a is 0.9 and t is 4. It would be 4 square. Now we have to simplify it. Half remains the same. We can just get rid of this decimal, just place 1 under the number in the denominator, of course, and the digits would be 9/10 if you want to do that like this. Otherwise, just leave it here. So 4 square is equal to 16. Now you have to multiply 16. You can cancel them, 2 1 time and 2 8 time. So that would be 0.9 into 8. Tell me the answer. I told you how to solve this problem. Just remove the decimal. That would be only 9, and we do not have the decimal for 8. So 8 9 times, that is equal to 72. Now where should I put the decimal? After 2 or after 7 or before 7? Just look at the number. We have only one digit after the decimal. Okay, here is no decimal. So read from the right side, 1 decimal, and after 1 decimal you have to put the decimal point. So answer to this one is 7.2. Now part B says rearrange the formula to find t in terms of s and a. So our subject is t, and here we have t square. So first of all, there is no terms that is adding or subtracting here with our this term, that is half at square. So we'll go for the second thing, that is the term which is dividing. We have to move this term, that is 2. When it moves, it will be 2s is equal at square. Now a is multiplying. When it moves, it will divide. So 2s over a is equal t square. Now taking the square root on both sides to get rid of this square. Square root of 2s over a is equal to square root of t square. Now we have 2s over a is equal to t. Now flip it. T would be square root of 2s over a. This is our final answer. T is equal to 2s over a. So that's for the day. Please subscribe my channel and share it to others. Allah Hafiz.